All right. I will go ahead and call to order this public meeting of the Missoula Board of County Commissioners on Thursday, February 7th. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any public announcements? No? All right, any public comment on items not on today's agenda? All right, seeing none. Our current claims list received as of January 16th, 2019 to January 30th by the Commissioner's Office total $2,366,976.94. And you can go online to our agenda portal and click on that and look at all the individual claims if you're interested in where that dollar figure comes from. We have one hearing today, a petition to abandon a county road, and I will open the hearing with a staff report from James Wilson.
Hello, James Wilson from the Clerk and Recorder's Office. A petition to abandon a public right-of-way has been submitted to the Clerk and Recorder, described as the alley between lots 1 through 6 and 8 through 14 in Block 15 of East Clinton Addition. Petition fee's been paid. Notice of hearing has been published twice in the Missoulian. The petition has been signed by at least 10 freeholders, and all affected landowners have been notified.
Thanks. Anybody have any questions for him?
I do. Oh, should I ask of the people?
If it's for them, yeah, I'll bring them up next. And then does Steve or the applicants have anything to say? Do you have anything you want to add? No? Okay.
Could I ask a question? Why would you like to do this?
Can you come to the microphone so we get it on the record and make sure that it's green? Okay. Can you push the button and then say that again? The little black. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
there we go.
Thank you.
I'm Suzanne Gonstead. I grew up across the street from this property. The gentleman that owned it was 99 years old. He recently passed away, and his heirs had it on the market. I bought it. I still live across the street, just in a different house. And I'm just thinking it's a formality. This alley has never been opened. So the neighbors and I got together and decided he didn't want it ever opened either, and I didn't either, so. He didn't have the $300. I said, I'll go apply to.
Thanks. This map doesn't have any markings on it. Could someone come show us where this is?
Good, really good question. I was looking at this earlier. I'm like, I don't know what this means.
This is kind of poor, but
Better than this.
orient myself.
Let's
Okay,
make it so Dave can see too.
it's this alley right there.
That thing, that's a real.
No,
Steve Nide is pointing on a map right now, so.
This right here.
it's,
So this
those
alley-
faint blue lines represent the
so it looks like
alley.
there's trees.
Oh, yes. Well, as she
never-
stated that it's never been opened, that's not technically correct. It's never been built. There's never been a physical road built in it. The alley right-of-way does exist, but as so much in East Clinton goes, and I know some history of this because we've done a bunch of survey work in there. Much of that property was cultivated in agricultural and potato farm. So much of the early day monuments that were set to represent the block boundaries were removed and torn out. And I think that's a large reason why development and structures are somewhat haphazard out there and don't fit the actual legal boundaries. And this is not unusual for that area. There are houses within the right-of-way. I shouldn't say this
And
because
just so you know, Steve, your best side is probably on camera right now.
and that's good. Let's keep it that way. So I would propose before we go on the viewing, that I'll go out and put some lath in the ground so we know exactly where the legal right-of-way is that's being requested to be abandoned. Because you can't just go out there and say, oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was imagining an alley that was closed off. Oops, sorry. Yeah, there's no alley at all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, so the next step will be to go on a viewing. We'll make sure Steve goes out there first and marks where the right-of-way is. Whose turn is it to go on a viewing? Do I have my list? Looks like it's Josh's
All right.
turn.
Good. Steve and I get to know each other.
Great. So we will schedule a time for the viewing with Josh and Steve. And would you like to be present for the viewing as well?
Yeah, I live across the street still.
Great, so we'll
that'd
make
be
sure-
great because I have no idea where that alley's legitimately supposed to be. So that would be good information for me to know too.
Great. Do we have your contact information, or can you leave it with us so we can make sure to include you on the viewing?
It's on the petition.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I meant like a phone number or email, but that's okay. You have it. So, alrighty. That sounds good. So we'll set that, and then we will set the next hearing. When should we? Let's see, what date is it today? The 7th? How long do you feel we would need till we could get this back on for action?
On there. How long does it take to drive out there? Half hour?
Yep.
So probably an hour would be fine.
Okay. Do you have
Maybe
that
make it an
information?
hour and a half just to be safe.
Okay. You think you can do that within, do you want to give us 2 weeks till the 28th?
Yeah. I mean,
3 weeks?
I have time tomorrow. I'm not sure what your schedule is. We just get with Sarah and make this happen.
I'd rather have a little more time to get out there and mark it.
Okay.
Plus, I typically don't work on Fridays.
Don't tell us that. Okay, so would it be okay to reset the hearing on the 28th? Will you guys be able to get that done by then?
That should be fine. That should be plenty of time.
Sure.
Okay, because otherwise it's next week, which might be a little tight. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not going to be here either, so that won't work. So okay, the 28th is the next opportunity. So
Yeah, Josh, just let me know when you're available to go out. Next week would be fine with me.
We're not going to be here next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I'll get something to you. Thanks.
great. Yeah, we're all at the MACO conference for the next week. The Montana Association of Counties legislative conference is why all the commissioners are out of the office next week. But all right, so I will go ahead and continue this hearing until the 28th of February, once the site visit has taken place. And we'll contact you to be on board with that. All right?
That's fine.
Yeah. If it becomes super controversial, we could hold it for you. Is there any other business to come before the commission? All right, seeing none, we will adjourn.